Show big. It's the 441 Marshall's Peace, Love, and all that goodness. Eat the thumbs. So, real quick tap in. Just an observation. I'm not here to judge. Don't judge me, but our women, they need healing. And when I say our women, our original aboriginal beings who exist and control the movement on the nature of existence. So I go on my runs and I'll go to a public park. I find a public park to run through. And it's a trail. So for the most part, it's women that walk. Sometimes you'll have a man walking with his wife. Most of the time the men are working out or running and you see women. So I find it very consistent that the black melanated women who pass by me as I'm running will find everything in their power to avoid looking at me, avoid speaking to me, avoid sending me any type of energy of positive bliss. Whereas a lot of the whites, a lot of the Asians, Filipinos, Spanish people, and not all, I'm not saying all, but I'm just observing, for the most part, on a scale that's way more than these women that are melanated. These other women that speak, hey, how you doing? Or even if I'm looking mad, like I don't want to speak, hey, how you doing? Like they're just delighted to speak and send the energy. So our melanated women need healing, family. Our melanated women are upset, they're traumatized, they belong to a cult of women scorn. And then there's levels. We have our chosen women that are still holding it together, still taking care of kids, still making business moves, still doing X, Y, and Z while they're fighting their demons, while they're balancing their chi, while they're breathing in good prana. So it's a fight. I'm not here to judge, but I'm saying that to even my fellas who see a goddess in need. Find a way to penetrate that woman's shell, because women, they have the right to be protective because there's a lot of weaponry formed against them. They are the most powerful beings on this earth. And us men, we are the beings who protect those avatars. So I just send out the information and the understanding that I pay attention to what's going on around me, and I notice our melanated women need a hug, but they're too afraid to get a hug from anybody because they don't know who to trust, and we can't blame them. Melanated men, we know exactly what that's all about. Being a melanated man, we know how that goes, but to stay on us, on our women and not on us, we have to find ways to penetrate this energy. A little sneak peek, a little tidbit. Y'all can't stop it either way. But we will be putting together a podcast that's going to empower our melanated women, our aboriginal women. And it's not singular to black women, but it is going to prioritize these women because we need to find ways to edify the matriarch. The matriarch is here. The matriarch is asking men to activate our primordial advance, which just means to get into our dog nature so that we can be protectors and gods of these goddesses who control the movement of the earth. You understand? These women create people. A woman created me, a woman created you. It don't matter what race, what gender, So keep the matriarch energy in mind as we continue through the 8-8 portal, y'all. The moon is getting full. We need to do a breakdown on this astrology, but not this time. But we're going to get into that for this full moon because the full moon is on a 9. A 9. A ending. A cycle complete. So Matriarch energy is here to reboot the system, here to have, if you want a surrogate, it'd be the surrogate mother to the new chosen beings, because we come from families that ain't from us. You know what I mean? We'll be placed in families that are not for us, and then we'll have our patience tested, our love, loyalty tested, and Spirit is gonna see how we ascend, how we choose to ascend through these moments of difficulty, of stress, of pain, of progress or deprogress. How are you going to handle it? So getting into sequence with the matriarch is super important for this next phase. You know what I mean? This next phase will phase out a lot of individuals. And I'm not going to call out who right now, because there's a prototype, and a lot of prototypes will be getting wiped out. I've been observing. I hold this one to myself, but the matriarch is back, y'all. Y'all be peace. One.